Today I have a quick PSA for everyone, just a very quick discussion about drug-resistant gonorrhea. Hey everybody, what's up? And welcome to Sexual Thoughts with Dr. Nick. And today I have a quick public sexual announcement for you with a topic that I think should be on your radar, and it involves drug-resistant gonorrhea. And it seems that for the past few months, the World Health Organization has been raising red flags about this issue because this stuff is no joke. And come to find out that the older and cheaper drugs that have been used in the past to treat gonorrhea are no longer working. And the problem is this: gonorrhea is evolving faster than we can create new drugs to kill it. So let's talk about that today. So here's a quick gonorrhea 101. And according to the World Health Organization, there are an estimated 78 million gonorrhea infections around the planet every year. And yes, gonorrhea can be sexually transmitted. And the infections can include your genitals, your rectum, and you also can get it in your throat. And at the same time, the infection seems to be much more severe for women because it can lead to something known as PID, pelvic inflammatory disease, something called an ectopic pregnancy, where the fertilized egg or ova actually implants in the fallopian tube due to scarring from the gonorrhea bacteria, in contrast to where it's supposed to implant in the uterus. Okay, and yes, that is a big problem. And finally, don't forget, a gonorrhea infection can also increase your risk for an HIV infection. And the major problem with gonorrhea is that people who have the infections don't know it because they actually do not have any symptoms. And just to backtrack a little bit, so when people do have symptoms, the symptoms typically will include that yellowish to greenish discharge out of your penis and vagina. And when you go to the bathroom, when you urinate, you will get that burning sensation coming out of your penis. All right, you got that. But I'm gonna say it again. Most people do not have symptoms. Oh yeah, also gonorrhea has a really bad smell to it too. I forgot to add that. But I will say it again for the third time. Most people do not have any symptoms. So what happens? People get the gonorrhea infection, they don't know it, they go out and engage in sexual behaviors with various people, and it gets transmitted that way. That's why there are 78 million new cases of gonorrhea around the world every year. And so I want to come back to something I mentioned early on about drug-resistant gonorrhea. Because believe it or not, there are some countries out there that have only one or two drugs left that fight against gonorrhea. And here's the first problem. Think about this. What happens when that drug-resistant strain of gonorrhea shows up? Because therefore, that one drug you have now turns into zero. And now you're screwed. And secondly, here's the next big problem, is that yes, there are drugs in the pipeline to fight gonorrhea. And currently, I think that there are around 3 drugs in the pipeline, and they're all in various trial stages. And that's a good thing. But the drug that is the furthest along in these trials is easily 5 years away from coming to the market. See what I'm saying? 5 years away. So that's the second big problem. So as I close out this video, I just really want to say that, or restate the fact that I am a big supporter of safer sex behaviors, including, of course, condoms, and this time, like dental dams and saran wrap for cunnilingus, or when you're eating pussy. Because don't forget, as I said way back when, you can get a gonorrhea infection in your throat. Please keep that in mind. And the last thing I want to say is my dream is, I guess pie in the sky dream, is that someone will sit down and create a vaccine against gonorrhea. So just wipe it out. So let that sink in for a second. And on that note, I'm out. You guys stay tuned, and I will talk to you soon. All right.